CyberLander is a product from Streamit. We're based here in Austin, Texas. We like to say we've got silent and mobile electricity, communications, command and control, and accommodations. So you've probably seen the Tesla Cybertruck. It's made quite a stir the last year or so. Our product is integrated in that. It's actually a camper. It's available retail, and we already have more than $130 million worth of orders for it. But we thought there was a good dual use for it with the military. So imagine these being dropped out of an airplane, 3 or 4 at a time, and being deployed either in flat black or camo to hot spots around the world with a 450-mile range. The green circle would show how far you could go out and back on a charge in Ukraine. Don't know why I'm using a map of Ukraine. And the blue line is how far you could go out, but not back. So basically the way it works is in just a couple of minutes, at the push of a button, you can deploy accommodations, and a couple of minutes later, you can all be buttoned up and you can be off down the road. So imagine some of these for command control communications with the Starlink satellite uplink, controlling from inside here. You can monitor the drones that are being deployed. This is the Switchblade drone. You could have 24 or more of these in another Cybertruck and have them controlled from the Cybertruck with the CyberLander in it. These could quickly go out and cover a vast area very quickly and be very mobile. So it's a great standoff way. And so this combination gives a tremendous range, 450 plus miles of range on a charge, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds or less, even with the CyberLander in it. Top speed of 125 miles an hour or better. It can be recharged at any 110 or 220 volt or 240 volt outlet, like it's common in Europe. Can power dozens of drones, support 2 people for a week or more with water, food, and shelter. Can hold 4 to 5 personnel inside. Technically 6 is what Tesla says, but it gets a little tight that way. And then you've got excellent communications, command and control platform. So this doesn't really compete with the Bradley fighting vehicle, but by comparison, for the cost of 1 Bradley, you could get 10 Cybertrucks with CyberLanders. Instead of supporting 9 troops plus 2 crew, you could support up to 50 troops. Max speed of 100 miles an hour compared to 35, and range of 450 compared to 250 miles. The fuel is electricity instead of diesel, so it's silent instead of noisy. It can be recharged just about anywhere. You don't have to have a diesel supply line as long as there's power still operating in your theater, and it accommodates up to 2 people. It also includes Starlink, satellite communications, and many other features that, of course, a Bradley fighting vehicle doesn't have. So it's much like the Sherman tank philosophy in World War II, where it was not the most armored tank out there, but we could produce so many of them so quickly that it gave us an advantage. And I think that's still a viable strategy even today. So strategic advantages. You can launch and control drones from it and power them, which is an issue, is having mobile power. It's silent, fast, and affordable standoff. You've got range to cover vast areas very quickly. You can power drones, radios, and mobile devices for many soldiers. You've got mobile communications, command and control, and self-contained accommodations that can be deployed or stowed in just a couple of minutes automatically. So it's a potentially new capability that can really change the way you operate, and could even potentially avoid some conflicts by virtue of having that capability. So we just thought we would share that as a potential dual use.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, Lance. All right, it looks like Mike already has a question. Mike, go ahead.
Hey, Lance, welcome to Austin. I like it.
Thanks, Mike. Be here.
I'm sure you're enjoying how cold it is right now, so just
Yes.
try to bundle up. So my question is, of the pre-orders, how much of that is from the military, and are there any from a consumer use?
So it's all consumer currently.
Interesting.
This is kind of our debut for the military. It has taken off like wildfire. We actually stopped promoting it about 9 months ago, and we have sales virtually every day anyway. It has taken on a life of its own. It's captured people's imaginations because a traditional RV is not aerodynamic, and that dramatically affects your range. But because this collapses within the bed or vault, as the likes to call it, there's no additional aerodynamic drag. And so the range reduction is only 5% due to the additional weight. So you have almost the full range. And so that's really captured people's imaginations. They don't see it as a camper. They see it as the first lifestyle vehicle, the thing that lets them go to the park and have a bathroom for the kids, go to the beach and be able to shower before they go out to dinner, go up the canyon and go for a run and shower before you return home, things like that. So it's really taken off. And
outstanding. Is your email just lance@cyberlander.com?
it is.
All right, I'll reach out.
I'll reach out for sure. Okay, thank you.
You bet.
Lance, I just have to make a comment that Franz von Holzhausen's father is my next door neighbor.
Well, I should come visit you then. I'd actually love to get his feedback on it. I had an architect this week call me and she said, I've watched for a year, and she said, I've been fascinated by it. And she said, for a year, I've been trying to think of how I could improve on it. And I finally gave up. And so I'm ordering one today. And I thought that was flattering. So I'd love to get Franz's feedback.
Please connect with me on this. We have some, as I mentioned, some companies that are interested in deploying stuff out of aircraft, and maybe there's some collaborations we can set up.
Okay, will do. Thank you, Ted.
We do have time for one more question if anyone has. Otherwise, we will continue moving forward. Warner, go right ahead.
Hey, how you doing? So I'm sorry I jumped in back late. A lot of reception. I'm on my way home from agile flying military exercise actually, and we're thinking about things like this. So are you looking to partner as a cyber unit with a military team? Do you not have that capability yet? Is that what you're looking for, or are you looking for something else?
That's correct. So we're completely open to how to engage. Currently, we have volunteered some of our future product to work with the a veterans group that's based here in Texas. But other than that, we don't have any real ties to the military yet.
Too easy. Okay. Drones and Starlink is something we're already working on as our mobile team goes around doing disaster response and humanitarian support. So I'll try to reach out to you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Warner.
Perfect, Lance. It looks like you have a lot of people who want your email. So go ahead and put that in the chat.
Yeah, let me put that in.
Yeah, put that in the chat. And yeah, thank you so much